Hey, what's up? This is Jim from Jägermeister. It's Damnation 2013. I'm here with Jorgen from Shining. How's it going, sir?
It's going very well. Thank you so much.
And it's a good job I didn't call you Dave then as well.
We agreed you were supposed to call me Dave, but okay, we'll go with my real name. How are you, Jim?
I'm very well, sir. I'm very well.
You're really called Jim, are you?
Yes, or James.
James. I'll call you James then.
Yeah, or Dave. That's fine. So, how's Leeds treating you so far? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's cold, it's rainy, grey, just like home.
And Norwegian thing is, well, going from what I've seen on album covers is misery, darkness, rain. Is that fairly accurate?
Yeah, for most of the year it's actually like that. The summer, the 2-3 middle months of summer is pretty good. Apart from that, it's great. But when I was young, the winter started in November. And it snowed and it was white until March. Now, and that was beautiful, and it's dry and it's bright. Now it's just like shitty all through the winter. I guess it's like that here. So, but our covers, our last cover is fucking orange,
that's like true, yeah.
Sunny Californian thing. So
why was the decision to do that? Why did you go for such a bright album cover?
Yeah, I think everything we do is we do what we feel like doing, but that is obviously affected by what other people are doing. So I think keeping it super stripped down and making it look not like a metal album might have something to do with the fact that we want to make sure that we're not viewed as only a metal band, because we are not, you know. And obviously in some countries we were already established even back in the days when we were an acoustic jazz band. We started out as a fucking acoustic jazz band, and then but I just want to. I think the simple answer is that I wanted that kind of cover. That was the idea. I wanted it super stripped down, and I wanted to find a color that was the most kind of upfront color you could find. And we started out with red, but I found that red and black didn't have enough contrast because both were pretty dense colors. So we started pushing the red towards orange, and then we found out that you could print kind of fluorescent orange, which was the kind of color that you use on road signs to make like
hazardous signs.
To make sure that people see it, you know. Yeah. So that was the idea. I just wanted the most energetic color you could find. If it would be glow in the dark, it would be even better, but it wasn't, you know. So that was the idea. The simple answer is because I wanted it that way. You know?
I quite like that. I mean, it's quite perverse and punk rock in that, you know, don't expect the standard traditional thing. Do you think that relates to the band ethic as well?
Yeah, definitely. We've never been comfortable sounding. We and me have never been comfortable with being very much alike other people, other bands. I feel that if I'm in a room with a lot of people that say the same thing, look the same, act the same, and everybody if everybody is the same, I get a bit claustrophobic. I find it more inspiring to be with people that are different, and I find it inspiring listening to different music. I find it inspiring that people believe in different gods, or some people don't believe in gods. You know, so that's what I like, and I think that our music has also been about that, trying to add something that's a bit different. And as soon as we start to sound too much like someone else, there's something inside me that kind of reacts to that and wants to
change it and switch
it a bit. So but then again, we're not about just being out there. We're also about making good music, you know, because if we wanted to just make crazy music, we could probably have done that, but it wouldn't sound like us. We still have songs, and you know, it's still music. It's not only, we're not doing this to provoke either. We're trying to make good music, but hopefully we're making some music that's a bit unique. That's kind of like the idea, you know.
How do you get the balance between the two, though? Like, sort of doing the eccentric, boundary-pushing, being true to yourselves, but at the same time making music that people will hopefully want to buy?
Yeah, well, it's not my responsibility to make sure that people buy it, and that does not. It's not a factor that is part of any decision making while making music, and I'm happy about that. And it shouldn't be. And I think also, if you think that you're able to predict what might sell or not, I don't think you're able to do that, because there's so many instances where you see that where you're surprised by what's selling and what's not selling. So a lot of major labels and people in the pop music, a lot of people in the pop music business, they aim at something and try to hit, like they hit a certain market, or they think that this and that is going to be hip in half a year, and they try to do that. Well, but more often than not, they don't succeed. You know, I think it's, you know, Elvis Presley didn't get big because he sounded like everybody else. He sounded different, and he did something different. Beatles didn't get big because they were exactly like Elvis. They got big because they were something else. The same with Black Sabbath, the same with Led Zeppelin, the same with Skrillex, the same with everybody. So, so that's, to get back to your question, what might sell or not is not something I bother with. But it is hard still. It is still hard trying to make interesting music, but also make it sound good, you know? Also make it sound enjoyable, not just interesting for your intellect, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but I mean, I'm happy. Some people make music mostly for the intellect. Some people make music mostly for the just emotional music, and but we try to like
bring the two together.
Do both of them. And we're not the only ones doing that, but I'm conscious about that. I want it to be enjoyable, but also be a little bit interesting.
I think you definitely achieved that. Thanks, dude. Cheers.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks.